told you not to do it. I love that podcast, but I can't do it. All right, it is another installment of the Academy Sports Show right here from the studios of the Academy Sports Show. We appreciate you listening. We appreciate you guys, all the love throughout the week and throughout the weeks of the show. We thank you for all the great feedback and all the questions and comments and suggestions. Academy Sports Show at gmail.com is a great way to get in touch with us. We reply to all emails. So if you want to, be a sponsor or just have some input or want to be a contributor on the show, hit us up at academysportshow@gmail.com. All right. Well, if you're listening right now, it's either three ways. It's either Purple Podcast app on your iPhone. We appreciate that. Make sure you subscribe. Or it's via SoundCloud. Make sure you subscribe to that. Follow the page. That way you get notifications every time the show goes up online. Or the best mode is the most interactive mode, which is the YouTube. The YouTube being the Academy Sports Show. Look for our faces, find our faces, follow our faces, subscribe to our faces, and trigger that bell. That way you get a notification every time we go live as we are right now. So get in that comment section. Let us know how you feel about the topics coming up. And the man that lets you know about the topics coming up is a man to my left, Mr. Joel Williams.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Academy Sports Show. It is Thursday. It's cold in the D.
Oh, man.
We got banged on a little bit with some snow.
Get it over with.
Kids been out of school, but spring is on the horizon.
2 days.
Spring is on the horizon.
Did they get 2 days?
They got 2 days.
Yeah.
2 days.
I was gonna give them tomorrow too.
Yeah,
they just
end
go
of
to
the
school
week.
for Friday and then leave.
Right. I'm waiting on my kids to say, do we have to? I might be like, no. All right. Well, what up to everybody? We appreciate you guys joining us tonight. Man, it's a slow week right now. We don't have a lot to really touch on. It's gonna be a quick show tonight. We had what was the not the end, but definitely some more closure to the Kobe Bryant tragedy that was Kobe Bryant and Gia Bryant and Gigi Bryant and the other families that were involved with the memorial service. We also have the NFL Combine going on behind us. So if you haven't tuned in, check it out. A little interesting watch for you football lovers. That's definitely it. But on tonight's show, man, a couple little topics to just kind of touch on. One, the NBA right now, center of attention. You got a lot of young kings in the NBA balling right now. We're going to have a little discussion about who do you think you would start your franchise with based on a list that we kind of put out there of the young kings. All right. Got a big stud up there in Boston. Got a dog down in New Orleans. You got a dog down in Atlanta. You got a lot of youngsters in the league. They're trying to make their mark. A couple of them are making a mark. Some of them possibly making you a believer that their team can make a run in the playoffs. So we're going to touch on that a little bit today. Of course, NBA talk. A lot of teams right now vying for spots. Looks like the favorites are who they are, but there are other teams that are out there trying to get into these 4 and 5 slots, trying to climb up maybe into that 2 slot, get that home court advantage, things of that nature. A lot of things going on. We'll touch on that as well tonight. It'll be that plus a little more. You'll see where we go with it. But as you know, interact with us at any time. You say something to us, we definitely say something back. Make sure you share and make sure you like as we get into it here tonight on the Academy Sports Show.
Most definitely. We love our sponsors here at Academy Sports Show. One being Vaughn's Plumbing. Mike Vaughn's Plumbing, both licensed and insured, provides top quality services at great prices. Whether it's getting up to cold, waterproof, and daily home services, call the man.
313-304-7786.
VaughnsPlumbing.com. Also gives a map of the area that they provide. Also of the services they provide, like plumbing or I was going to say roofing. I was going to give them a whole nother trade. If your pipes are cold and getting ready to burst, that's the man you call.
313-304-7786.
Because he is the real MVP.
Yeah. Also, listen, man, time's running out. You have 2 days left. 2 days left, all right? New year, new client special. Hit up the folks at Be Well Massage Therapy at Outlook.com because they have a new year, new client special. All new clients will receive an additional 15 minutes added to their massage services if you book between January 1 and February 29th, ladies and gentlemen. You don't have much time left. So you need to hit them up at 313-472-5048 or email them at bewellmassagetherapy@outlook.com. New year, new client special, man. If you're not feeling too good, your body's aching, you need some help, just call them. 313-472-5048. Let them know that the folks or the fellas from the Academy Sports Show sent you. We just want you to be well.
All righty then. Listen, man, I just want to give a little love to the Gypsy King, man. Let's give a little love to the Gypsy King, man.
I give love to
him. He is the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. We both saw the fight on Saturday. It took 7 rounds, but it looked like it could have got done a lot quicker. We know Wilder went down, and then he's, the man that doesn't make excuses made excuses.
Yeah.
He said his ring gear was too heavy. 45 pounds of ring gear, walking out, shot his legs.
Oh.
That was his excuse. Now, look, I would have went, I got punched in the eardrum. My equilibrium was thrown off. The better man won. That's where I would have went for that.
If you're going to make one.
If you're going to make one.
Make a real
I
one.
I think that's a whack excuse. Your thoughts on the fight overall, and then, the afterwards.
Thoughts overall, man, you said it. It should have been over faster. I ain't going to say should have been. Because I think that puts a little bit of a negative light on the Gypsy King, because let's be honest, it maybe could have been over sooner. Wilder stayed in it as much as he could, but clearly we saw early rounds, probably at round 2, round 3, when that eardrum busted, he just didn't look himself. He was off balance. He was throwing haymakers. He looked undisciplined. He was stumbling. One of those knockdowns was probably a stumble. One, he got hit and got knocked down. And I think that's the one that actually bursted the eardrum. So it was a little disappointing, because I think I wanted him to win. I picked him, but I think I kind of wanted him to win. I wanted him to kind of get all those belts. He is the prototypical heavyweight to me. Looks the part, right? And then you got Fury, man. It looked like he just picked up boxing a couple of months ago. The flab hanging over the waistline, this man dancing prior to with his boxers on and stuff, So all in all, though, Fury whooped that tail. Fury whooped that tail. And we heard the excuse right afterwards. We heard him say, leading up to the fight, there was some things going on. And then you bring that up. I'm like, come on, man. I'm not going to make excuses. The better fighter won. Which at the end of the day, I'm going to watch it. Because I want to see if he going to win.
Yeah, man. I thought pretty much the same thing. I think just looking back at it, and a better analysis to that would be, Wilder, he probably had the same training camp, just looking for the right hand. As coaches, we always look for the adjustment. Who made the most adjustments? And then Tyson Fury made the better adjustments. He got bigger. He got stronger. He changed his trainer. He shut out the media to what he was working on.
Right.
He pressed the issue. He wasn't sitting back. He was up in the guard. So I think Tyson Fury made all the right adjustments going into that fight, and he deservingly so. It should be called the world heavyweight champion of the world, undisputedly.
Absolutely.
So that was a good fight. I wish it was a little more.
Yeah, I wish it was a little more drama. We were expecting a fight. It really wasn't. It was a fight, but Fury whooped that tail. It was over early. Very early.
Let Deontay tell you it was over as soon as he took his ring gear off.
Yeah. I hate that, man. How do you make that excuse when you chose that gear?
I don't know, bro.
You chose to wear that. And, hey, if you came in, look, you gotta go. I'm gonna give it to you. The intro is part of the whole thing, right?
The Dark Knight King.
Yeah. The walk to the ring is a part of the whole aura of what is the heavyweight boxing and what is boxing. But bro, come on now. Let's not do that.
Hey, Tyson Fury's like, I got my legs. I got carried to the ring.
Tyson Fury was sitting down pre-fight. While we watched Deontay Wilder walk back and forth.
Yeah, he was chilling.
Maybe that got your legs, bro.
Maybe. But hey, we look forward to that matchup. They said sometime in the summertime that match is gonna happen. Kind of soon.
That's quick.
Kind of soon. But hey, he did his claws and he get what he want. So hopefully his eardrum. I don't know what the healing time on the eardrum is, but hopefully that's not a factor. All right. NBA talks. So we had a couple good games throughout the span that we've been away. We saw Zion versus the King. We saw Tatum go off on a couple folks. We see the small ball in Houston. Jimmy Butler played his old team the other day, got blocked by 4 people on the game-winning drive.
Mm-hmm.
What's been the most intriguing thing so far that you've seen that you want to put your finger on and highlight the most in these last couple weeks in the NBA season?
Well, I think it's been interesting to see Zion kind of evolve or develop, if you could call it that. I think when he came back, it was like, okay, finally, right? He's here, and we get to see it. But I think there were still question marks around Zion in regards to his body, the conditioning, how's the leg going to hold up, or how his leg's going to hold up, because he's built differently. And even when he's functioning on the court, he looks like he still runs like he's heavy. Like he runs like. But
listen, you got me on this Max Good.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he's hilarious, bro.
Max is nice.
Did you see him do
Zion, bro?
The little 3-pointer and then the big guy trap, bro.
Man.
Max kills it, man.
Man, listen, that's been the most interesting thing to me, because I think a couple of nights it was like, oh, dang, he gave him 30. Oh, he gave him 28. Oh.
Yep.
And now, like, what we're seeing very quickly, it's consistent. And it doesn't even feel like it's one of those things where he's doing it just because he's the best guy on the team.
He's a bucket.
But he is literally, I mean, he's not going to jump shot down. No. He's got 1 or 2 post moves. I think he should continue to develop those, because everybody knows he wants to spin back to the middle and yam on you, but it is what it is. But he's off the bounces so quick. Like, so his offensive rebound potential, I think I was watching the other night, my man shot a free throw, missed it, got the rebound, and went up and missed the layup, got the rebound again, and went up and made the layup. I'm like, dang. That's been the most fun for me, is to see him like be the hype. Like, it was all this question, is you too much on his body? And like, finally, you just let the kid be the kid.
Yeah.
Let him enjoy himself. So I've been enjoying that the most.
Yeah. Definitely, seeing hopefully they string some games together to try to make a run at Memphis.
Yeah.
For that last final spot
too.
To get that that either or, like that.
Do it, Ja.
That the first round matchup with the Lakers, the Jazz, the Zion, who's gonna be, so that's a good thing to watch. I'm really interested about the Houston Rockets, man. I'm not a Rockets fan. I'm not a Harden fan. I didn't think that pairing was gonna match, but this is a team and an organization that knows the strength of their 2 stars, and they really just cleared the middle for Russell Westbrook. Like, my man is slashing and killing. I watched that Memphis game the other day, and they just killed those guys. Not to say that Memphis is like a barn beater, and they was missing 3 of their 4 starters, but the whole Westbrook domination of the paint, they really found a good formula. Like, the small ball, spread them out. The center isn't the guy in the paint. It's really Russell. Like, the paint is Russell's, and whenever he wants it, he can go get it. And then you can kick to every guy on the outside that makes a 3. James can hit the 3. Covington can hit the 3. Rivers can hit the 3. Gordon can hit the 3. They just surrounded by shooters. So it's really good to see. But
there you go.
When the playoffs hit, what's going to be, be the method there? But this is a good way for them to start racking up wins and get a better position, so they don't have to see a team like the Lakers in the second round.
True, but
like
Clippers. And matter of fact, speaking of the Clippers, we need to discuss that too, because a lot of people are questioning that situation. But for me, the but is all that this surrounds. Is all of that looks good and sounds good, and it's interesting because what they've decided is, to your point, this is who we're going to be. Like, some teams can't fully commit to one style or the other, and so they have you call themselves versatile. They have multiple styles. Some teams cannot literally just say, this is what we're going to do. They have done that. Yeah. They've literally said, listen, we're gonna play through these 2 guys.
Yep.
We don't need a big, so we know we're gonna get beat on the boards.
Yep.
We figure we're going to outscore you.
Yep.
The only problem I have with that is it doesn't work in the playoffs. And I will keep saying it doesn't work until they prove, because they're gonna have to be the team that proves it.
Right.
They're gonna have to prove that it works. in the playoffs, most of the time, yes, shooting the three is good for you, but you have to be able to defend and you have to be able to rebound. Because if you don't make shots, you lose games. And that's basic basketball. So it looks good in the regular season. It looks good when you play somebody on a back-to-back. It looks good when a team doesn't have an off day every game to prepare for you, maybe 2 or 3.
Yeah.
And we know we got to beat you 4 times, and we're just going to get used to that, and we're going to load up the paint and make you shoot the 3. I get it.
They look good.
They want to shoot the 3, right?
Yeah, they look good. And they want to run you up the gym, too.
Yep. And so we'll see, because they're going to shoot it.
Mm-hmm.
And so can they beat a team that can defend the perimeter? See, what happens is if you get a team like the Clippers or a team like the Lakers, but more so the Clippers to me, and the Clippers can put 5 guys out there, including their 5.
Yeah, Trez can guard.
He can guard.
Yeah.
So we can guard you on the perimeter, and we're gonna say, hey, I'm being disrespectful here for not remembering this man's name.
Russell Westbrook.
No, Clippers.
Oh, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard.
Hey, Kawhi. Hey, you check Russell.
Yeah. Oh no.
Hey, lock up, bro.
Oh no.
Lock up.
That's
sir.
PG. You have to make PG do that.
Okay, PG, you check Russ.
PG got to do that.
And Kawhi, you got
go harder. Yeah.
I'm sorry, man. I still like the Clippers in that because you got to make shots, man. Shots wide open versus shots hand in the face because people
crash the Russell Westbrook kryptonite, Pat Bev.
Yep. That's right. Yeah, you could throw 3 or 4 people at Russ.
Yeah.
You know, it's different, man. Until they prove to me they can do this, I'm not believing that this is going to win a championship.
Yeah, I mean, on the flip side, like you said, to get to the Clippers, they're getting a lot of cooks in the kitchen now. They got a lot of guys. They got Reggie Jackson. They got Marcus Morris. These guys still haven't really played too many games together as a unit. Doc Rivers is leader of men. We
must do that every time.
It's just it's getting a little identity crisis here. Like, what is it? Like, is Kawhi legitimately injured? Like, he's missing these games. He's getting stretches for knees. People are calling this low management, but is he legit nursing a real injury?
Right.
Paul George nursing real injuries. Pat Bev missed some times. I think Lou's really the only guy that's been getting buckets all year. So, what is the identity of this team? And are people right to jump off the bandwagon?
I think people are right to criticize. I don't think they're right to jump off the bandwagon. Teams, I use this all the time. This is the NBA. This is the process of a team kind of going through that 82-game season, figuring it out. A la Cavs a few years ago when the guys just couldn't get healthy all at the same time, and they really didn't get healthy till the playoffs. And yes, they had LeBron, and they still made that run. But I still think the talent and the depth of the Clippers can outweigh just about everybody in the West.
Oof.
It is about them getting healthy, playing together, and guys understanding their roles. Do you say Doc Rivers can do that? I think he can.
Mm-hmm.
You got to respect the championship pedigree. I mean, he had 3 big egos in Boston, plus Rondo, so definitely this is a challenge for them. People are getting a little antsy, and they should be because they haven't been playing well.
Mm-hmm.
And to your point, Kawhi's in and out. But at the end of the day, playoff time, I got to think that Kawhi's going to play come playoff time because we've seen that. Like, playoff time, this guy is like a machine.
Yeah.
And it's been questions on his health in the past, but he shows up every night and gives it to you. And they're just a different team. This is one of the only teams in the league that can defend you on the perimeter. They can beat you up inside. They can play a dirty game with you,
mm-hmm.
and they can get hot and they can shoot it. To me, I get why people are questioning them, but at the same time, criticize, yes, jump off the bandwagon too soon.
Yeah, and honestly, if I was them, you got to challenge for that first spot. Just think about it. If you stay at 2, you may get the Mavs first round. That's a hard first round.
Yeah.
You got to go against Luka in the first round. He might give you 2 games.
What up, Dan?
And then after that, that's probably the Rockets. If they stay where they at, that's a hard thing. And then you get to the Lakers. You look at the Lakers, who they got? They get the bounce of rookie, either rookie in the first round, and after that, struggling Utah team.
Right.
That might give them 1 game. LA got an easy stretch
That's
to
That's true.
the NBA Finals.
harder road is
Western
at the
Conference
2
Finals.
spot?
Yeah, the 2 spot is a hard spot. So if I was them, I would want to put it together real quick because I think they're only like 4 or 5 games back with 15 or so games to play. Like you can make a run and try to go after that 1 spot.
Right.
But do they really want it, or they feel like they just those guys? Like I feel like they're too confident over there. Like y'all really haven't had a chance to flip a switch. We haven't swung this like. The switch get flicks, and you guys string a lot of games together of dominance where people are scared to play the Clippers on all cylinders. So, I mean, we've seen that with the Lakers. We darn sure seen that with the Bucks. I mean, let's switch it over to the current MVP. It might be 2-time MVP.
My goodness.
You laughed at me a couple months ago, sir, when I told you the Bucks was the best team in the league. But, I mean, they smacking cats, bro. The Bucks is real.
They are real.
They are real.
They're not the best team in the NBA right now.
Still not the best. They can get to 70 boys. They can get to 70 wins this year. They have 50 right now.
That's good. That's good.
They still ain't the best.
They're not the best team in the league right now.
Man.
Hey, the best 73-9 team in the league lost to the Cavs in the finals.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
So
that's true. They just a good team.
Bro, they're good. They're a great team.
I've actually watched Milwaukee Bucks basketball just to watch them. Like they are a good team.
We saw them in person against the Pistons. We were there that night. It's real.
Yeah.
Oh, it's real. Giannis is real.
Yeah.
So I definitely want to give them the respect. They're the best team in the East. I'm not sure they're the best team in the league yet, but we're going to find out. That's the beauty of it.
Hey, listen, when they play
they're playing the best ball.
Smack the Lakers.
Yeah. I can't give in to the regular season knee jerk.
Okay, all right.
They don't stand out to me like that. They are dominating. Teams like Milwaukee scare me. They scare me. Here's why. I've been a fan of that type of team before. You win 65, 66 games, 68 games. You look like it's kicking all cylinders, right?
Yeah.
But then you get to the playoffs and it's still kicking, but it's sputtering a little because it's almost like you peaked too early.
Okay.
You went in too hot. It's like I'd rather be a 57-win team and go in feeling good than a 64-win team. You got the best record. You got the best record in the league. You got the best record in the East. You got the home court advantage. I mean, it's like everything's lined up right for it to happen.
Though. Like,
what about them makes you feel like they're different?
Those were hero ball LeBron teams. This is a well-oiled.
Not all of those teams. No,
you talk about
young
taking
LeBron.
pieces on the sideline.
They had dogs, bro.
Ball. That was hero ball.
No, they had dogs still though. Like they were loaded at that time. They had a lot of talent.
That was hero ball LeBron. This is a team, bro. They are a team. Giannis will pass that thing.
Right, but he will. Here's my question.
He will dominate on the defensive side and on the board.
Do you trust? Okay, if you're willing to call this team the best team in the league. All right, so I get. Let's look forward. Let's ask the trust question.
Let's look forward.
Going into the playoffs and making them a favorite to win it. Do you trust the others? Because that's what that's what it's gonna boil down to. It's gonna boil down to the others.
Yeah.
Do you trust the others on the team? Because we know what Giannis is gonna give us. Do you trust the likes of the Lopez twins? Do you trust Middleton? Do you trust Bledsoe? And they got Matthews too, don't they?
Yep.
Do you trust White Man Can't Jump?
DiVincenzo.
Yeah, do you trust DiVincenzo?
Cofton.
Do you trust Ilyasova?
Yeah, man.
Do you trust the others?
I trust dang, I just had his name in my head. I trust Coach Bud. That's who I trust. I trust Coach Bud to put him in the best situation to win basketball games, bro. Now, if it turns out to be Bucks, Rockets, I'm 100% Bucks.
Oh,
if it's Bucks, Clippers,
don't give it. Now we gotta talk about this. You're gonna give it away.
60-40 Bucks, bro. Right now, as we sit now, when I watch the playoff,
things could change.
I'm 60-40 Bucks.
Okay.
If it goes Bucks, Lakers, that's a 50-50 for me. Like I think they're equally as good, bro.
See,
because I think the Lakers are top heavy. Like
they are
LeBron, AD,
and
Kuz, and then it's like it's LeBron, AD, Kuz, and then it just falls off,
Yep.
right?
Okay.
And they don't, and it's not like a team.
That sounds $60-40 to me.
But the Bucks are like like when Giannis come off the floor, they don't miss that much.
So that sounds like a $60-40.
I just trust the Bucks right now.
So
I really do.
I'm $60-40 in Lakers. I'm 70-30 Bucks. I'm 80-20 Bucks in Houston. I'm 50-50 Bucks in Clippers, bro. The Clips can defend.
We ain't seen it. We
know those guys.
But we know. Here's the thing, though. The Raptors put out the formula last year, right?
Right.
So, like, you just go back and watch that tape. If you're the Clippers, you run that back. You
Absolutely.
run back that formula. You
make Giannis shoot jumpers.
Yep. Put Kawhi on Giannis.
Yep.
And collapse the paint.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
And see if he's adapted.
See if the others.
See if he's evolved.
Yep. And
you
see
know
if
what
the
I'm saying?
others can make shots.
So I don't know, but right now I gotta give it to the Bucks, man. Like they actually got me watching Milwaukee basketball. You know what I'm saying? Like I like watching Giannis, and I didn't think I would say that.
Yeah, I actually do too. I've been watching him on TNT, and then it was cool to see him in person. It's cool to see my youngster look at him like, "Whoa, that dude's huge." You know,
all right. So. Speaking of youngsters, all right. So I think Giannis has ascended past these guys, right? He's an MVP. He submitted himself in the league. Right now, he submitted himself in a league that doesn't have Steph Curry and Kevin Durant in it, right?
Right.
So it's pretty much just him and LeBron and a part-time Kawhi that's got the NBA on their back right now. And then when those other guys come in, he's definitely in that echelon of moving the game forward. Now the young Bucks coming up. We got the Lucas, we got the Jaws, we got the Zions, we got the Tatums, we got the Trae Youngs. Who's next, bro? Who's the guy that you would say we starting a franchise with? Who's the guy that you got to say, I got to have him?
Well, sir, I'm going to go ahead and go out here and say this.
Go out and say it.
Because it's not who I think all of our listeners would think that it developed. Now we're watching it happen. And we brought him up earlier in the show, but I'm not going that way.
Oof. Okay.
I got to go. Dang, this is tough. Who am I picking? Wait, who am I picking from one more time and make sure I don't leave? Luka.
We got Luka. We got Zion. We got Ja. We got Tatum. We got Trae. Those are the guys that have put themselves in a position that we call the new young guns.
I gotta go. And this is knee jerk, and this is the recency effect. I gotta go with Tatum, bro.
Oof.
I gotta go with Tatum.
He's just been hot these last couple of weeks, though.
Like, going nuts, though. Like, no, this is the guy, though.
It's like the Mamba was infused.
Yeah, but what we're seeing, yes, it's hot, right? He done heated up. But this is the guy, though. This isn't shocking. Because we saw in the playoffs when he was showing up and being a dog, that's when everybody was like, you know what? Kyrie can go. Keep Jason Tatum. Remember all the trade talk. Don't trade Tatum. Don't trade Tatum. Everybody kept saying it. Here's the reason why.
Right.
He's showing you. He's real, bro. Real.
Tatum is the guy that you're picking.
I'm picking Tatum,
out of all the young gunners, that's the guy you got.
Ball handle. Shoot that boy, and he got that killer in him. He's showing you right now he got that killer, and he strikes me as a guy that guys will play with. He strikes me as a guy that guys will play with. I'm building around Tatum.
Building around young Tatum.
I'm going with Tatum.
After a couple weeks of getting hot.
Yep.
Like he got the swag.
It's hot. That's the thing. Like it's more than just getting hot. Like I feel like this is just. I feel like arrival. Like this the Tatum we've been waiting on. I'm here now.
Yeah. I think him giving his first All-Star now definitely boosted his confidence.
Yep.
Like him getting on that team, being around the upper echelon of his peers, going back to his own crib, like, hey, I'm that guy.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Kimba's out right now.
Yep.
And like I can be that guy.
Show us.
Give me the ball. You know what I'm saying? And
he's
been showing us 30 plus point games. His step back is sideways, bro. I've been watching this game, like. He creates space on that side. When they was playing the Lakers, that was a good game, by the way. And he had AD on him for most of the game. And he was giving AD work.
Give him 40, young buck.
Oh.
Give him 40, yo, Buck.
He's getting there.
Y'all lost, but give him 40 though.
He's getting there. Oh man,
I'm going with Tatum, bro.
I'm going with Tatum. You going with Tatum? Go with Tatum. All right. So listen, Ice Trae not quite there yet. No. I like Ice Trae.
I like him.
I like him too, but he just a flick right now.
Yeah.
He. I mean, don't play no lick of defense. He just he just a flick right now.
Shoot and pass.
All right. Now I would be a different kind of cat if I back down.
Here we go,
right now. You know
what
I'm saying?
Yep.
I would be a different kind of cat.
Yep. I'm glad I went a
You
different
know what
direction.
I'm saying?
I'm glad.
I love me some Luka though. I like if I didn't put myself in this box right now.
Way to be true. You getting the real Dre right here.
If I didn't put myself in this box, I would pick Luka.
Mm-hmm.
But I put myself in that box and I'm going all the way with it, man. Zion. That's my guy, man. That's my guy. I'm going for Zion. If I'm starting a franchise right now, I'm going with the walking bucket himself, Zion Williamson. Man, he's making the Pelicans relevant.
Yep.
All right. These guys was losing hand over fist games before he got in the lineup, and now he's like exuded some great energy into this team. Man, this team is a shooting guard away. This team is a depth player away from being a good team, like being a good, probably like 4 or 5 seed where we see Utah is, playing good defense. I think B.I. is a good piece. He's not an upper echelon superstar. Like people think like his ceiling is real high. I don't think his ceiling is that high. I think this is where he is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's a 25 guy.
Yeah.
He can get you 35, 40 every once in a while, but he's a good 25 guy. Zoe is the same thing. He's a good 15 and 8 guy. I think if you could flip Drew Holiday and JJ Redick and turn those into a dynamic point guard and a good 2 guard, like if you flip, let's say 2 guys, if that's John Morant and Bradley Beal, that's a 5 seed.
Oh my goodness.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a 5 seed to me. Absolutely. And then you got a walking bucket in Zion. That's a guy that you could get around. And this is where the center position is right now. Yeah,
I would love to see that.
He is the center position.
He's the new
for the next. This is the when you see the 2020s to the 2030s, he's it. He should be that guy. Yep. So I'm going with him. I feel you on Tatum though, because I like him. Because when you watch a guy play and then you want to play with him on 2K, that make you think like I want to try this dude out, But I gotta go with my guy. I gotta go.
That's a good call. I don't think you lose either way there. I think, if we each had a franchise, our franchises would be battling for years to come.
All right.
With the young Kings.
All right. And then last but not least, we got combine stuff, NFL stuff, trade rumors, people angling position-wise, things of that nature. One thing top of mind as we close out, what are you hearing? What do you want to talk about? What piques your interest most that's going on the week of NFL? Because right now, it's just the regurgitation of the same stuff over and over again. A lot of speculation. A lot of guys aren't free agents to the 14th. We got the combine going behind us. Who's going to be the next Metcalf? Who's going to be the guy that comes out the draft out of nowhere? Or, we got the CBA going on right now. What NFL storyline?
Oh, we had the combine going behind us. It's no longer that.
What NFL storyline are you most what are you paying the most attention to?
Honestly, the thing that I've actually found the most intriguing is the CBA situation.
Okay.
Like that's the thing I've been really listening to in the mornings, like headed to work, is listen to like some of the underlying stuff that goes into getting this done and how the CBA is more about the group and not about the upper echelon guys. Mm-hmm. It's not about the guys making all their money. And really listen to that because I have a son. Like we have sons that hopefully make that. If that's their dream, that they make to that level. We have nephews that are on the cusp of getting there, right? So it's like kind of listening to the details of that and how, we're talking about a game check versus $1 million versus $250,000 versus $500,000. I mean, it's like all these numbers, and you got these guys coming out and saying they're against it, but these are the guys that make all the money. So it's just been interesting for me to listen and learn. 10 years of labor peace, 10 years of football without worrying about, are they going to strike as a fan? Mm-hmm. That's been the most intriguing thing. I'm tired of hearing about the Brady stuff for now because Nothing's changing on that front
Right.
until the second week in March.
Right.
Until then, it's going to be the same story.
Yeah.
He clearly is saying he's looking for a new home, or he's open for a new home, whatever. We'll see. But until then, I'm interested more in is this going to get done? They think the players are going to vote it and ratify it, but it's been interesting to hear kind of the little nuances about that thing. 17th game and new playoff format and how, $250,000 a percentage goes to every player, but these owners are trying to go after these $1 billion TV deals, and it's like the players fighting back and saying, "Hey, man, like hold on, y'all give us a little more than that," So I think that's been the most interesting thing.
Yeah, I definitely want them to get everything that they deserve.
Yeah.
It's definitely the most violent sport. Non-guaranteed contracts, guys get cut all the time. The Pouncey video, like vets hold up the youngsters, if we do got a lockout and stuff like that. But at first it was taking shots, right? So when JJ Watt came out first, said I say no to it. First it was shots like, hey, you're a $100 millionaire. Like, of course you can say no. You're in the position to say no. But now you got A-Rod, now you got Russell Wilson and the Pouncey brothers, and
but still, you guys are the millionaires.
Yeah. So like.
It's like, okay, you're not going to get your $400,000 in week 17, but you made $8 million already this year.
So I don't want to lock out, but I definitely want everybody, the players especially, to leave with what they think they need.
Yeah.
I think A-Rod is probably the best example of something that I really think like he wants more off season to get healthy. Like you're giving us more games. Give us more time off.
More time to recover. And
that makes sense to me. Like you say, you dive into the numbers and things like that. Make the rich richer. That's one thing. But, definitely give these guys the time to heal if you're going to make them play more football.
Exactly.
Right? The guys that are going to get that first week bye don't get it no more as a second seed. They got to play more football.
Right.
The guys, trying to fight for playoff position, they get an extra week of football. There's more football. There's more practice. Is just more and more and more just to give them more time off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So that makes the most sense to me. And then overall, like you said, the free agency, we're a couple weeks out. It's hard to speculate. A lot of people saying Phillip Rivers to Indianapolis. The Raiders.
Brady in Tennessee.
Yeah. So like,
all this.
I don't want to talk about speculation. I don't want to I'd rather when it's concrete and we know what's happening. And then we could talk about it. Combine stuff. You just pulled up a thing. DPJ is killing it.
Yeah, DPJ is doing his thing, man. Shout out to the Detroit Cast Tech graduate, U of M alum, or U of M, former U of M wide receiver, man, doing his thing at the combine right now. Vertical jump up there, like 44 at the highest. He had the highest vert or the highest something I saw on Twitter.
Long jump.
Yeah, something where he size something. So I read an article today about how people aren't really sure about what kind of receiver he is, because he wasn't a dog in college like everybody kind of expected him to be.
Mm-hmm.
And so people are interested to see, what it is, but not a lot of scouts are giving him a lot of looks. But hey, you know how it works at the combine. You become a combine star.
Yeah.
All of a sudden,
take one team.
That's all it takes is one team to be like, ooh, okay. And they'll take you. So
they'll take you early.
He's definitely doing it. And so big ups to him and just good luck to all them guys, man. If you like it, watch it, enjoy it. It is interesting. You're going to have those big moments. I saw punter steals a show of the combine on a bench press.
Reps,
I saw that. So it's like you're going to have these moments. This is all a part of it. Help us get to free agency and then get to the draft. Because remember, free agency was crazy last year.
Mm-hmm.
So this I got a feeling it's going to be crazy again. And we have a lot to talk about. And it'll help us get to the draft and for our shameless plug live draft show. You guys want to be here.
All right. Well, anything else?
Kobe just said 44.5 vert. So
Anything else on your mind?
Michigan, Wisconsin right now, man. Michigan's got a chance to make a kind of climb the ladder a little bit, ranked number 19 back in the top 25, but they're down 7 with 7:16 to go in the second. And they're at home. They had gotten it within 3. And then Wisconsin jumped back out to a 14-point lead. It looks like Michigan's trying to crawl back. So they have a good opportunity to maybe make some noise in the tourney. Some believe they're a 7 seed right now, but think they can get as high as maybe a 5 seed and maybe even make some noise in the Big Ten tournament. So we'll see how that turns out tonight.
All right. Well, that's it for me. I don't think I got anything else.
We didn't have much tonight.
Football, basketball, I think we're good. Make sure if you haven't watched the Kobe Memorial, make sure you watch all those. I didn't get a chance to watch it all the way through, but I definitely the YouTube is where you want to be. So
I
you can watch
DVR'd
everybody's stuff, and I think
Man.
what you learn from that is you never know people's personal relationships with people on it on an intimate level. Michael Jordan we just talked about Mike last week about him not being as in people's faces as this generation.
Yeah.
And his conversations with Kobe and just the way he felt about him, calling him a little brother, man, it just made it seem like, man, you thought they had an adversarial kind of relationship, but really behind closed doors it was more like a brotherhood.
Yeah.
And that's what you saw more and more out of everybody that talked. So if you haven't had a chance to watch that, go ahead and store that in your DVR or start that on your YouTube, because those are definitely good things to put I don't want to say a cap on it, but it definitely helps move people on from the situation and the tragedy. So I really like the touch they put on that.
Yeah, absolutely. Big prayers, big shout out to that entire family and all the families that are still, we're sure they're still suffering to this day, and a great loss for their family members, and continued prayers for everyone that's going through that situation and all those out there that need prayer. Big prayers from the Academy Sports Show.
All right, so let's put a ball on it. It's academysportshow@gmail.com if you want to get in contact with us. One of our sponsors being Mike Bonds Plumbing. Mike Bonds Plumbing, both licensed and insured, provides top quality services at great prices. Weathers get them to cold waterproof and a daily home services. Call them in.
313-304-7786.
BondsPlumbing.com gives you a map of all the areas that they provide services to, as well as the services that they provide. But we suggest you call the man
313-304-7786
because he is the real MVP.
Don't forget, you only have 2 days remaining. That's right, I said it. 2 days remaining for the new year, new client special. Be Well Massage Therapy, New Year, new client special. All new clients receive an additional 15 minutes added to their massage services if you book between January 1st and February 29th, and it is February 27th. So you have 2 days remaining, not even a whole 2 days.
Do it. Just book it. You don't got to be within the 2 days.
Right.
Just
book it. So make sure you hit them up at 313-472-5048. Again, that's 313-472-5048. Or you can email them at bewellmassagetherapy@outlook.com. Check out all the prices that they have, all the packages that they have. I'm sure that Erica will hook you up and give you all the info you need. And when you go to see her, tell her that the fellas from the Academy Sports Show sent you, because we just want you to be well.
All righty, sir. Great show today. Hopefully we have more content for you next week. On behalf of myself, Andre Douglas, Joel Williams.
Don't forget to hit us up on YouTube. Hit us up on the Purple Podcast app on Apple and on SoundCloud.com. What's up, Mr. Spin CDs? Hope all's well with you too. And always, you can find us at Academy Sports Show on our social medias, Instagram and Facebook. And at any time, you can hit us up, shoot us an email, say hello, shoot us a topic. Maybe you want to hear something. We'll talk about it. But you got to make
hockey.
Yeah. Make sure you tune in for that topic so that we can have that great discussion. So between now and then, maybe, please, y'all, don't send us a hockey message.
I do hockey. I can do it.
Okay.
I can do it.
All right. If you want to hear about hockey, email us at academysportsshow@gmail.com. We'll talk about it on our next show during this dry season of sports. Hey, it's good seeing you guys, and we will talk to you soon.
Be well.